2012, and we are convinced we will be there. Bosnia is a team which does not concede many goals, and you have to remember the side was just 12 minutes away from topping their qualifying group when they were leading in that last group match against France, and they were set to send them to the playoffs. Turkey arrived in Croatia, trailing by 3-0 after their first leg. Spurs midfielder Luka Modric, though, is urging caution. He missed a penalty for Croatia in a shootout in a memorable quarter-final tie between the two sides at Euro 2008. Croatia had led, it was Turkey who won. It is an unlikely scenario again, and you'd think, looking at the rest of those scores, that Ireland will have little trouble in their second leg against Estonia. Is a 2-goal advantage enough for the Czech Republic? It'll be tense in Lisbon, but home advantage should count. Germany is one of several nations involved in friendly matches when they meet Holland in Hamburg. These encounters have a reputation for being bitter, combative affairs. Manager Joachim Löw says that such a rivalry no longer exists, and the Tuesday night's friendly will do justice to its name. Spain have been drawing the crowds in Costa Rica ahead of their match. The wild and European champions suffered a surprise 1-0 defeat against England. David Silva and Cesc Fabregas expressed their frustration at defensive tactics. They should have less trouble against Costa Rica. England hosts Sweden. The focus has been on the return to the side of skipper John Terry. He is currently the subject of an investigation into allegations he made racist remarks to QPR's Anton Ferdinand. Questions by journalists on the subject were blocked at the pre-match press conference.
Nick, you know we're not going to talk about this matter or the investigation, so if you want to talk about the game, please.
The players have called time out. There will be no more collective bargaining. They will now take legal action. It is the latest twist in the lockout which has hit America's NBA basketball season. The Players Association is set to be disbanded, allowing the stars of the court to file antitrust actions against the NBA.
We're here to announce that we've arrived at the conclusion that the collective bargaining process has completely broken down. And as a result, within the last hour, we served a notice of disclaimer on Commissioner Stern of the NBA.
Team owners had offered the players a 50-50 split of revenue, threatening a reduced cut if they did not accept. The start of the week marked the 137th day of the lockout. Millions of euros have been lost, and this latest action means there is no end in sight to the dispute. In Philadelphia, it was the final farewell for boxing legend Joe Frazier, who died earlier this month of liver cancer. He was the first man to beat Muhammad Ali and take the heavyweight championship of the world. His training regimes inspired scenes in the Rocky movies.
Rocky is an imaginary figure who never existed. I mean, Rocky never tasted his own blood. Rocky never faced Ken Norton. He never faced Ali. He never faced Larry Holmes. Joe paid real dues, and he's a guy who we could emulate because his sense of family and ordinary Joe did extraordinary things.
Smoking Joe, as he was called, won an Olympic gold for the USA in Tokyo in 1964 and will be remembered for his trilogy of epic fights against Ali.
Welcome to the Rolex Minute.
A sense of relief among the joy of winning the Singapore Open for Gonzalo Fernandez Castano. He took the tournament to a playoff with Uvik Pagensen after blowing an early lead and then missed this putt at the first playoff hole. Pagensen then had the chance to take the title but pushed that 5-foot birdie putt wide. So they had to play the hole again. The Spaniard, who had surrendered a 4-shot lead over the back nine, got the better lie with his third shot. 33-year-old Pagensen had sunk a 10-foot birdie putt to draw level during his late surge up the leaderboard. He couldn't repeat that on the second playoff hole. So Castano, who at one stage thought about giving up the game due to a back problem, sank this putt. It was his first tournament win for 3 years, and he's the first Spaniard to win the Singapore Open.
This minute was brought to you by Rolex.